Welcome! This is a review video lesson on simple past tense of the verb. If you want a detailed discussion of this lesson, please check the description box below. In order to know when to use the simple past tense of the verb, you must remember that this shows a completed past action or condition at a specific point in time. Basically, this is used to describe something that happened before. It may be yesterday, last night, last week, or last month. Generally, there are two kinds of verbs, regular and irregular verbs, and their form change in the past tense. Example of regular verbs are trouble, check, and apply. The basic formula for simple past tense of regular verbs is base form of the verb plus D if the word ends in a vowel, or ED if the word ends in a consonant or in Y. The verb trouble ends in E, which is a vowel. In order to form the simple past tense of this verb, we have to add D. Therefore, the past tense of trouble is troubled. The verb check ends in K, a consonant. In order to form the simple past tense of check, we have to add ED, checked. Lastly, the verb apply ends in a consonant Y. This is a special regular verb because we have to change Y to I before adding ED. Therefore, the past tense of apply is applied. Let's have a sample sentence using the verb check. The mayor checked the number of active COVID cases last night. We say that a simple past tense shows an action that happened in the past. This sentence is proven to happen in the past because it uses the simple past tense, checked, and the signal word last night. For irregular verbs, we may form the simple past tense by changing the spelling of the verb. Example of irregular verbs are ride, seek, and run. The simple past tense of ride is rode, not rided. The simple past tense of seek is sought, not seeked. And the simple past tense of run is ran with an A, not runned. Let's use the past form of seek in a sentence. In the press conference yesterday, the President sought help from doctors and scientists about possible ways to lessen the number of active COVID cases. Here, the action happened in the past, particularly in the press conference yesterday. Therefore, the past form of seek, which is sought, is used in the sentence. The previous sentences are all positive sentences. The simple past form of the verb may also be used in negative sentences or sentences that are not true or did not happen. The formula used for simple past negatives is did not plus base form of the verb. Examples of simple past negatives are did not know, did not notice, did not change. Here's an example sentence. The spokesperson did not change the schedule of the meeting yesterday. Always remember that since did is already a past form of the verb do, you do not have to use the past form of the next verb. You may also use simple past tense in questions or interrogative sentences. You just have to follow this formula. Did plus subject plus the base form of the verb. For example, did she know? Did I say? Did they try? Let's try to create a whole sentence out of these phrases. Did they try to give free COVID tests to people in NCR in the last community quarantine? Again, since you use the verb did, which is the past form of do, you do not have to use the past form of try. Now let's see if you have understood the lesson. Use the simple past form of the verb to complete the sentence. You may pause this video anytime as you answer the questions. The answer will be shown after the 30-second countdown. First item. The Filipinos blank to get relief goods from their local government 3 weeks ago. The verb that you should use in the sentence is hope. You have 30 seconds to answer. The simple past tense of hope is hoped. The Filipinos hoped to get relief goods from their local government 3 weeks ago. Second sentence. The government blank the middle class in the list of beneficiaries for the amelioration program. The verb that you should use in the sentence is the simple past negative of include. You have 30 seconds to answer. The simple past negative form of include is did not include. The government did not include the middle class in the list of beneficiaries for the amelioration program. The Department of Health, blank, in their latest announcement that AstraZeneca vaccines are suspended for persons below 60 years old until further notice. The verb that you should use in this sentence is say. You have 30 seconds to answer. The simple past tense of say is said. The Department of Health said in their latest announcement that AstraZeneca vaccines are suspended for persons below 60 years old until further notice. Fourth sentence. My mother blank a diary while she was on quarantine. The verb that you should use in the sentence is keep. You have 30 seconds to answer. The simple past tense of keep is kept. My mother kept a diary while she was on quarantine. Final item. The student who blank positive for COVID blank to the guidance facilitator to seek for help with her mental health. The verb that you should use in the first blank is test and speak for the second blank. You have 30 seconds to answer. The simple past tense of test is tested, and the simple past tense of speak is spoke. The student who tested positive for COVID spoke to the guidance facilitator to seek for help with her mental health. How well did you do on the items? Don't worry if you did not get a perfect score. You may replay this video to review how to form the simple past tense of the verb. Again, if you want a detailed discussion of this lesson, please check the description box below. Thank you!